Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, I want to tell you guys a story about this story right here. Happened to me after I got sober, and I don't think I've ever told it on my YouTube channel, and so I'm going to tell it to you guys today. So about 1 year after I got sober, I was working at a restaurant here in Little Rock called Nuke's. And this restaurant was like a sandwich place, a sandwich and salad place, kind of like Subway, only beefed up, only like really, really good. Like they had toasted sandwiches, they had pizza sandwiches, they had pizza, they had huge salads like this big, they had soup, they had steak, I mean all kinds of stuff, you guys. Baked potatoes, just a really good like soup and salad joint with extra stuff. So I'd probably been working there for about 7 months, and I was working up at the cash register, and when I would go into work, I would like deck it out. I would have my eyeshadow on real beautiful, and I would just, I would be looking nice. I always made sure I looked nice when I went to work because I knew I'd be working with customers. So I was at the cash register and I had my makeup on and I was looking all nice. And this lady came up and she was like, "Wow, your makeup is so good." And I was like, "You think so?" And she was like, "Yeah, it really is." And I was like, "Oh, wow. Well, thanks." She's like, "You would be a perfect at my job where I work." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You would be perfect for this job." And I was like, "What job is that?" And she was like, "Well, hold on. Let me let you get your line worked out and then I'll talk to you." So I got my line worked out and I went and sat with her while she was eating her lunch, and she told me all about Mary Kay. How she owns her own business and she gets to sell makeup and do something that she loves. And she gets to stay at home with her family. So she was able to raise her children and her grandchildren and stay at home, work from the house, all about family. And at this time, I was working 40 hours a week at the sandwich shop, and I had just gotten my son back from DHS custody. So that really sounded like something that I would like. It was very appealing to me. Oh, wow. Like I would love to be at home with my son and work from home. And so she gave me her card and I gave her my phone number, and she called me immediately that night when I got home. And she continued to tell me about how it was such a great opportunity and how I would be a boss. I would be my own boss and I would be making my own money. I would make 50% of all sales that I made. So if I sold $200 worth of makeup, I would get $100 back. That's how much I would make. And so it all sounded so great. So you know what I said? I said, "Okay, I'll join. I would love to do it. It sounds like something I can do. I'm really good at doing makeup, and I know I can sell it." Well, she came over to my house and she was getting me all set up and showing me my starter pack. And that's when she said to me, "I need $100. And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I need $100 for your starter pack." And I was like, $100? I was like, "I don't have $100. And I explained to her that, I was in recovery, that I just gotten my son back, and that me and my husband were just getting on our feet. And so she said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay for your starter pack, and then you can just pay me back when you start selling." And I was like, okay, that sounds good. So I went ahead and signed on the dotted line. I got my little bag and all my samples and some makeup. And I thought, wow, this is it. I can start selling now. All I have to do is meet people and sell them, recommend the makeup, and they order from the catalog, and it'll come in the mail to them. Wrong. I had to go to a meeting that first Monday after I signed up, and I met with her and all of the girls that were underneath her, and then her boss. And the way Mary Kay is you have one person right here at the top, then they recruit somebody, and then that person recruits somebody, and then those people recruit somebody, and then that person recruits somebody, and they just down. Well, we all met, and so that's when all the ladies, we sat down and they told me that I needed to get inventory in my house. And I was like, well, how much does that cost? Or are you guys going to provide the inventory for me? And they were like, oh, no. You need to get at least $3,000 worth of inventory stocked in your house. And I was like, what do you mean $3,000? And they were like, this is what she said verbatim. You can't sell from an empty cart. You can't sell from an empty wagon. And I remember just being like, what? I said, well, I don't have $3,000. And that's when my boss's upline said, well, you could always take it out on a credit card. And I said, I don't have credit. I'm a felon. I'm a recovering drug addict with a year sober. I don't have $3,000 on a credit card, yet alone my own credit card to put $3,000 of makeup on, hoping that I will sell it. So right then I was like, this is ridiculous. So I said, you know what? I can't do that. And I said, I refuse. I will not buy any inventory to put in my home, because then what if I don't sell it? I'm not going to do that, because then I'll be stuck with it if I can't sell it. Well, my boss was like, it's okay. You can get inventory from me. So if you sell something, I'll bring the inventory to you and you can give it over to your person, and then you can buy the inventory, give it back to me. Anyways, she was going to help me work it out, right? But it wasn't because she was helping me work it out because it was going to be beneficial to me. She was helping me work it out because if I sold product, then she made money off of me. Do you understand? And so right then I was like, how the hell are you going to get me, a mother of a young child, newly in my sobriety? And I told her all this, you guys, all of this, and almost prey off of me because she knew I was vulnerable. She knew that, it was hard for me to find a job. She knew that I was working at this restaurant, which wasn't my favorite place to be. And she sold it to me under this guise that, you'll be able to be a stay-at-home mom, boss babe. You'll make your own money and you won't have to worry. But really, in all actuality, in order to do all those things, I would have to buy a $100 starter kit. They wanted me to buy $3,000 worth of inventory, because if I didn't have inventory, then what I had to do is I had to have my customers just order from the magazine, and then they wouldn't get their product right away. Therefore, most likely not me not being able to make a sale, because whenever you sell something to somebody, they want their product right away. Well, I ended up having one party at my house, and one lady showed up out of all the people I invited, and she ended up buying $200 worth of product. So I made $100. Well, guess where that first $100 went? Right back to my boss, because guess what? My upline, because she had lent me that $100 for the starter pack. After that, I quit. I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. I'm not taking out any money on a credit card to invest inventory on a product. If I'm working for a company, why aren't they stocking my shelves for me? Do you understand what I'm saying? And so right then, I just had to share that with you guys, because I see so many women getting sucked into these multi-level marketing scams. And that's exactly what this is. This is a scam, especially for someone who has no, I am lower middle class. Well, no, I'm low on the totem pole when it comes to money, you guys. And so for me, $100 is a lot of money to shell out for a starter pack. And $3,000 is a car. $3,000 is 3 months worth of rent. Like, that is a lot of money, and I don't just have it to throw around. And so I've been seeing all these videos going around on YouTube about MLMs and people's experience signing up for MLMs. And so I wanted to share with you guys my experience, because here's the thing with MLMs. You're not your own boss, okay? You have to work 24/7, 7 days a week to be seeking out people that you can sell to. And then what happens is you start trying to sell to your family members, your friends that you haven't even talked to since you were in high school. And it becomes annoying. It becomes annoying to people when they know that you're reaching out to them only because you want to sell them something. And that's 90% of the people that reach out to me on Facebook are friends from when I was in high school who are now working for MLMs. If something is that amazing and it works for you that good, then that product should be able to sell itself. You know what I mean? The same thing goes with these beach bodies, air bonds, paparazzi jewelry. These are all multi-level marketing programs. And so the way these are designed is the people at the top make the money. Okay? And then if you're not at the top, you're just one of these people down here. And so you're not a boss babe. You don't own your own business. You're living at the mercy of that company, you know? And so I just had to share with you guys how I literally got sucked into Mary Kay, and then they tried to talk me into taking out a $3,000 credit card to stock my house with inventory. And like I said, their whole thing was you can't sell from an empty wagon. Now, if you want to hear more stories about people that have gone through the same thing I have with Mary Kay, there's this website called www.pinktruth.com. pinktruth.com. They have all kinds of stories of people who have gone through the same thing I went through. Also, if you're looking for like really crazy anti-MLM videos, there's a girl here on YouTube. Her channel's called Beauty by Ashley. And then there's another girl, her name is Kiki Chanel. She does the really good anti-MLM videos. And then there's another girl named Savannah. I'm going to link all three of their channels in the comment section of this video because they're the ones who inspired me to tell you guys the story. Because I literally almost died when that lady told me I needed to get a $3,000 credit card and put $3,000 worth of Mary Kay inventory on said credit card. Here I am, like I said, 1 year sober, just got my driver's license back, just paid off all my fines. Girl, she got me messed up. And I let her know that too. But anyways, that's my story. I just wanted to tell you guys about my MLM experience. If you are a stay-at-home mom or you're just getting sober and you're trying to find jobs, you guys listen. The only way you are you're a boss babe or a business owner is if you own the business. When you work for a place like Mary Kay or Airbon or any other MLM, you do not own that business, okay? So you're better off going to a 9 to 5 where you guarantee your paycheck. You know if you go into work 9 to 5 o'clock, you're going to get paid. With this kind of work, MLM work, you don't know you're going to get paid because it's all based on whether you make a sale. You could work from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night and not make any sales. All you're doing is trying to recruit people to join your team or recruit people to buy stuff from you. And so you could work all day long and not sell or recruit anyone. And then what? So protect yourselves. Love you guys.